Top Drive's player base were clogging together to compete for a French prize car in the Peugeot 208 WRX. Now, we stand at the precipice to win another of the same RQ. Introducing the Renault RS01, the brainchild from its performance division, Renault Sport. Now, two incredible things to note about this machine. Firstly, the Renault RS01 is a race car that isn't based on any production car. However, its design is heavily influenced by a certain model many of you will know as the Desire. Secondly, the RS01 is powered by a 3.8-liter VR38 DETT twin turbocharged V6. Now, that engine may sound unfamiliar to you, so let me simplify it. It shares the same engine as a Nissan GT-R, and it's tuned by Nismo. This makes sense considering Nissan and Renault share an alliance, a very shaky alliance though. But returning to the car itself, the mainly carbon fiber chassis helps keep the car light at 1,145 kilograms. Combine that with 550 horsepower and the Renault RS01 will accelerate to 60 in a little over 3 seconds with a top speed of 190 miles per hour. When it comes to top drives, the Renault has become a piece of memorabilia, to put it. 3.10 to 60 and 97 handling isn't the fastest or the grippiest number anymore, but it still holds the reputation as the highest handling French Renaissance vehicle in the game, and will forever be known as the Super Banana. So it's with great excitement that I introduced your next prize car, the Renault RS01, better known as the Super Banana. Yo guys, what is going on? Blossom is back and welcome back to another episode of Top Drives, and today of course we're going to be talking about the next prize car. And like I said at the start of the introduction, only about a month ago where we introduced an RQ92 French prize car in the Peugeot 208 WRX, and now we're going around that route again with the Renault. So the first thing that we like to talk about in this series is always, after the showcase, what the requirements are going to be. And straight off the bat, it is really obvious. Now this was a requirement that I've been calling for a very long time. Well, kinda, okay? I'm not going to take full credit for it. I've always said that 2005 rear-wheel drive was going to be a final requirement one day. And it looks like we are going down that 2005 route, but it looks like four-wheel drives are included because the Nissan Navara is given out. Now, this is a very peculiar choice. The Nissan Navara, does this mean that there's going to be any off-road track sets? Why would they give out an all-surface tire car? To be completely honest with you, I think that they're giving this out only just to prove a point. Four-wheel drive cars are included in 2005. I don't think this car will be useful at all because when you look at 2005, there's not a lot of off-roaders in the high end. I mean, what are you going to do? But yeah, as you can see, the LaCrosse is 05, the E320 CDI is 05, the 650i convertible is also 05, and of course, the Chrysler Firepower is from 2005. And next up, I'm going to show you the prelim requirements, and as you can see, every car here is also a car from 2005. Another interesting thing is that the pack that is given out is a 2000s pack, and on that pack is actually a Pagani Zonda, and that Pagani Zonda is also from 2005. So coincidence? I think not. Now there's one elephant that I need to address in the room. If you filtered by 2005, and you know what, I'm gonna do that for you right now for your convenience, okay? So I'm gonna go into decades and years, and we're gonna go down to 2005. Here we go. And then I'm going to click OK. And then I'm going to click all cars. And of course, I need to go back to filter and select non-prize cars. Collections and tags, non-prize cars. So first of all, look at the epics and look at the legendaries, right? Not a single all-surface tire car here. And when it comes to the ultra rares, the only all-surface tire car that you're going to get is the Range Rover Sport. So if they were going to put in one off-road tire track set, you're telling me that this ultra rare Range Rover Sport is going to end up being key? That would be really stupid, but I wouldn't put it past Hutch to do something like that. If not, you know, if there's no off-road tire track sets, then the Navara is literally just free fuse material for you if you do get that car from the event. But 2005, why did I think it was rear-wheel drive in the first place? Well, first of all, there's a Bugatti. There's a literal elephant in the room. This thing is heavy, this thing is big, and this thing is gray, just like an elephant. But elephants are prettier, okay? And they're smarter. Okay, I'm not gonna bring intelligence into this, but they're definitely prettier. So I thought that they were gonna alienate the Bugatti by saying 2005 rear-wheel drive. But what makes sense is that I think they really want us to use the Nissan Skyline. There seems to be a trend where they're kind of alienating JPT legendaries to be useful in the final. So when it came to the Yamera final, we had that Nissan race car from the 60s, and now it looks like they're going to be singling out the Skyline GTR Nismo Z-Tone, which is a car that I really, really want. It's not amazing in any way, but I love the picture, and I do love the R34. So I think another way that they can alienate the Bugatti, because let's be honest, they always eliminate Bugattis from events, whether it be the Chiron or the Veyron. It's kind of like the same thing they do with the Superlight as well. So another way that they can eliminate this is by country. So as you can see in the prizes from the prelims and the qualifiers that are out right now, there are no British cars, but there are also no French cars. All the cars that we're seeing here are either German, Italian, Japanese, or American. So let's go into filter one more time. Let's go into country. Let's look at the cars that might not be included in here, okay? So cars like the Bugatti Veyron will not be included. Maybe if they take out the UK, the Caterham, which I think is going to be super key, may not be needed as well. Now, I can't really see a site where they will take out the UK. I think the UK brings a decent amount of cars to the table, but they can definitely just take out France, because when you think about it, France only provides 5 cars, so taking this out wouldn't really change anything either. Another thing Hutch could do that would eliminate the Bugatti. Now, I know how I'm so dead set on knowing that Hutch will eliminate the Bugatti, because I think it's a 99% chance that Hutch will actually eliminate the Bugatti. So France 2005 non-prize cars will eliminate France again. One other thing that they could do is basically just guarded by RQ. They could just say RQ90 or RQ86 if they want to be that blatant and below 2005 cars. But they will do anything. They will do anything to eliminate the Bugatti. And in that 1% chance where the Bugatti Veyron is actually useful or it can be used, I don't think it would be a game changer. I don't think it would break the event, because imagine the amount of complaints that would ensure. So if they added the Veyron, that means that the final track sets will have no drags, no test bowl, no 1 mile, no half mile, not even a quarter mile, nothing where this Bugatti Veyron would win by over 100 points, you know what I mean? So the track sets would be, a lot of slalom, a lot of G-forces, a lot of twisty. And if that is the case, and British cars are useful, if we're going for a very twisty final, the Caterham CSR is going to be the king of the, the slalom. I can tell you right now that it would definitely beat the Zonda and the Skyline and the 4GT. I just can't see that happening. Obviously, Hutch wants legendaries to be useful because they want you to open packs, because they gotta make money, right? So I'm pretty sure that they're just gonna find a way to take out the Bugatti, and we're just gonna have very vanilla track sets without any off-road. So let me show you my collection real quick. I think I'm looking pretty good. 2 Bugattis on the Fs, 2 4GTs. Finally, this might be a final where this car is actually useful. I've had this car for over 4 years now, 1,608 days for crying out loud, and I just never use it. I mean, this is a legendary with a 66% win ratio, and that is absolutely atrocious. But hopefully now is the time where the 4GT might be given a chance to shine. The only problem is that wherever the 4GT works, the Zonda F is going to be better at, and I have 2 of those as well. I've been pretty lucky with the requirements lately. If it is going to end up being 2005, I got a pretty good hand already, and it was the same with the last finals with the Lamborghinis that I had, and the finals before that with the King Donks. Anyway, we're going to jump into the Renault RS01 qualifiers to end things off. It's Germany and hatchback, which is, I would say, my biggest weakness when it comes to top drives, because I hate hatchbacks. Because I hate Volkswagens. One hand that I definitely am looking at, though, is going to be, why is the Colorado in there? That is so weird. Let's go back to that. Yeah, I'll be using 3 TCRs. I'll be using 1 Audi RS3 just for the 4-wheel drive stuff, and then the BMW i3 is just going to be my filler throw-in car. We're going to see how far we can actually go with this setup. So 1, 2, 3 and a 4, and I'm gonna put the G-force. Now, one thing about being an Audi owner, an Audi RS3 owner, is that I can tell you right now, the Audi RS3 is ridiculously stupid in terms of MRA, and I mean that in the worst way possible. It feels like it's a car with 1 MRA, okay? Alright, 59th. I think it looks like we're in a semi-open bracket, I would say, maybe 200? 145, okay, not even close. Yeah, it's a new one. It's a new one. Oh, not a new one. We're about halfway through the bracket. So this is what I'm going to be running with. I think it is actually better for me to run the 969 version. And if you had a 996 TCR, I would definitely recommend you to use that because of all the drag track sets. This car is not meant for the drag. Absolutely not. So we're going to put this in the twisty once again. Actually, no. We're gonna put that in twisty circuit. Yeah, a 996 TCR would be very, very helpful here. Unfortunately, we don't have that. I don't feel confident putting the RS3 on the fast circuit, but again, I do know it's going against the Opel OPC Extreme, which is another front-wheel drive car with no MRA. Yeah, this honestly feels like a club event. It feels like a front-wheel drive club event. This is what this event feels like. The only thing missing here is probably like the Auto Delta, you know, like if it was like I don't know, it just feels like a club event. Okay, so for this one, I'll have to put the RS3 on the test bowl. It's definitely going to lose. I'll put you on the G4s, but we are at least going to win the rest. We're not going to win twisty circuit, but we should be able to win the majority of the track sets here. Yeah, we only lose that by 50, which is fine. We are going to lose test bowl, aren't we? The Mercedes does have, yeah, it does. By one. Oh, we lost that. You know what? I'm not even surprised. I'm not even surprised. Hatchbacks are definitely like my Achilles heel in my garage. Like, I can confidently say that my French collection is way stronger than my hatchback collection. Hatchbacks just aren't for me. I'm not a fan of them. Okay, I don't like them. It's weird because I like their older brother. I love Estates, but I hate hatchbacks. I think hatchbacks are just ugly. That's my opinion, obviously. Obviously, some of you watching would like it, but I don't like them. Especially the cars that are associated with hatchbacks, they're usually French. And, you know, I don't like French cars, so we kind of just go back to that. But let's see if I can actually pull out a win over here. I think I was dumb. When I got that loss, I wasn't really looking at what TCRs was going where. If I just put the 176, like the 969 TCR in the right spot, I think I would have actually pulled out a win. So we're going to put it in the right spot in the 1 mile drag. So we're going to get 3 win conditions straight off the bat. Actually, I see 4 win conditions, and we're just going to lose the G-force. So I don't think I'll be able to get a carbon fiber. I will be gobsmacked if I win a carbon fiber. But you know, you never know what might happen. This is not the worst hand ever. I'm in the top 17, but definitely not the best. This is an event that was obviously catered towards, well, I'll just show you right now. Germany hatchback filter by all cars. They want you to use these, you know, Volkswagens, and I don't have them, nor do I want them. I used to own the A45, but honestly, it was a bit of a disappointment as well, so I got rid of it. And yeah, I mean, the epics, man, there's not a lot to choose from. It's really just the Audi RS3 and friends. A lot of Volkswagens in here. I mean, another option I could use is just run like an army of... I can run 5 Opel Corsa. No, I can't, because 57 times 5 is 365. Or is it 56? One or the other. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it. Let me know down below if you are excited for the Renault RS01. Now, one thing that I need to state, because I didn't state it before, is that this is a rerun. So for you newer players out there, this is a prize card that has been given out before, which means that you can expect a slightly easier competition in your brackets, because a lot of whales, at least the older OG whales, have won the Renault RS01 in the past. And also, I think a quick little tip, or not a quick little tip, a quick little fact, was that the first time when the Renault RS01 qualifiers came out, the requirements were Bentley times 5. Yeah, so that was a bit of a... for the lack of a better word, it was a bit of a shithouse event, to be honest. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. We're gonna stay safe, wash your hands, and blossom out. Peace.
Bro, this song just makes me so happy.
Me too.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Sit back, relax in my Bonneville.
Pontiac.
Hold tight all night, cruise to Jacksonville.
Atlantic.
Blonde hair, don't care, look like Leslie Brooks. Pin up girls everywhere with the drop dead look. Swing it side to side as we slow